Hey there, Jen here. So we're still going to talk about HighStrangeness on this channel. As a real quick re-intro and question, I want to know what you guys think of the videos that I share, the topics, and what you want to hear about. So please don't hesitate to let me know in the comment section. I may give my email out for this channel if it is requested, but again, I'm trying to lose some of the trolls that I had following me around and impersonating me. Unfortunately, I lost about 2,000 subscribers, so I'm hoping maybe you guys can help me out on that end a little bit so that we can have live chats very soon. I hope, fingers crossed. So share the channel if you think it's worth it, and I'd appreciate it. But I'm not here as a popularity contest or to sway anybody. I'm just here to tell my story and to see if there's other people out there like me who are experiencing or have experienced similar things in their life. I know that targeted individuals have experienced a lot of the same things that I have. Now I'm going to try and get this first video out pretty quick because it does take time to upload them now. YouTube doesn't really pay you any kindness until you hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, which is the only real reason I care about getting there. Those who need these messages, I trust will hear them. My aim, again, is just to share my experiences. I was asked to do so when this all began, and so I do. So I'm going to share some of my high strangeness in the hopes that you guys will share with me, and also in the hopes that you'll know that you're not alone out there. This reality isn't everything that we've been taught in school. And we need to examine, are we creating some of our reality? Are words that powerful? Are our books and our scripts coming back to life or coming to life in our reality? Did Hitler know something everyone else didn't? Is that why he was burning books all of the time? Trust me, I've found out one thing in this life. It's that we've been educated in the opposite manner of which we were supposed to be. Good guys have been made bad guys. Heroes have been made villains. And it's unfortunate, but that is the truth of this reality until people like us change that. So this all began for me in 2017. I had decided to start praying again and coming back to a way of life that was not as toxic. I was drinking too much, smoking too much, and it led to bad behaviors and to me hurting people around me. I didn't realize that my self-destructive behavior would hurt those around me. So around 2017, I was baptized. Now, again, this channel is for everyone. I'm not going to tolerate people pushing their ideologies on others or telling others that they are condemned for their beliefs. This channel is not about that. It's not going to be about that. Neither is my other channel. Now, on the other channel, we're going to be reading some books. We're going to be reading about Egyptians currently, and the Book of the Dead, and we're also going to get into Native American Indian spirituality. I have a lot of theories on these issues myself. Again, I think certain things were pushed to the side because they didn't want the common man to know how to ascend his consciousness. And with stories of high strangeness, we can show that people's consciousness is affecting their reality, and we can also show you and teach you how to use your free will and your consent or lack thereof to stop things like sleep paralysis and or even abductions as you sleep. Now, the question remains, though, are they actual alien abductions? Or is there something even more sinister here happening? More sinister than another species being curious about us or kind of perpetuating us and instilling in us, spiritual and physical evolutions upon our society? Is it our own species? Is it humans? Is it the military-industrial complex using things like MK Ultra to bring harm to others? Well, that's what we have to figure out, right? So in 2017, I began having strange dreams. As a child, I was able to dream of things that would happen, and my mother exploited that, so I stopped talking about being able to do certain things. And certain things went dormant because I did not stretch those muscles. I did not exercise my will or my consciousness. I did not meditate. Nowadays I pray, which is talking to God, and I meditate, which I consider to be listening to God and creation around me. What are the plants saying? What are the trees saying? What is the wildlife saying to us in these times? I can tell you they're not happy. That's what I know. Anyways, in 2017, I began having dreams. I had two very close together. In this video, I'll tell you about one of them. So I decided to take a nap, and I was just taken off work. I was well, not just, but I had been off of work, and I was having a lot of back problems from working in healthcare. So I was not really allowed to do that type of work any longer, and I had several herniated discs, and sleeping was hard. So I decided to take an afternoon rest in the spring or summer of 2017, and I laid down in my recliner sofa, so it reclines out. I had a dream of people entering my house. Well, not people, but beings entering my house. I will say they look like bobbleheads. The heads on them seemed to hide their identities. They weren't really their faces, is what I got the feeling of. My dreams continue to be that way when there are people involved. I do believe that some being or some person has discovered how to enter dreams and how to, alter people's perspectives of things. This was actually my 9th grade science project, was more of a theory. I wasn't good with technical, mechanical things, so I did a report on dream sharing and considered the theory of, can more than one person have the same dream, wake up, remember it, and can you know a stranger when you see them because you shared unconscious dreams with this person. So keep that in mind as we move forward and talk about this, because I want to expand upon that theory. So I was laying in my recliner. These beings entered the room, about 4 of them. One of them picked up, I couldn't move. I couldn't do anything. I was almost out of my body watching it happen, but I was also in my body. So it was like first and third person. A lot of my lucid dreams are this way. I've always dreamt in color. I don't dream in black and white. I'm an artist, so I see a wide variety of colors. The men around me usually don't see colors the same as I. We're going to get into that too, and what it has to do with Sasquatch and missing 411. So stay tuned for all these topics. So I apologize. Anyways, they entered the house, and I could not move. I was, reclined, and one of them picked up my hand that was laying, beside me on the armrest. And I remember saying, "Oh, your hand is so cold." And this being said to me, "It's because I'm of the fallen." Now, again, I want to hear what you guys think. I know what I think about what happened at this point, but I want to hear your thoughts and perspectives, because maybe you'll change my mind and I can grow more, spiritually or consciously. My conscience can expand a bit with your theories. So the person, the being, told me he was of the fallen. His skin was kind of gray. His face was a bit gray. He was very cold. And this was spring, summertime, so it was weird. And the mask he was wearing, or the bobblehead, whatever it was to hide his real identity, was gray with like this gray stringy hair. I don't know how else to describe it. His hands there were kind of grayish. The person was thinner, and I don't know anyone that had this type of presence. And there was 3 others with him, but they were quiet and didn't say anything. And they did not look like alien heads. Like I knew that right away. They did not look like that. But this man put a needle in my hand, and they were trying to get information from me that I didn't want to give, and I was trying to say no, but which I usually can do. I can usually wake myself up from uncomfortable dreams and say no, or I have a word, or I'll scream. I say certain things, and I'll say deliverance now or whatever, and I am delivered up from that dream or that uncomfortable experience. But I was unable to do that at this time. However, something started happening around us as this person was trying to get some type of information out from me, which I knew I wasn't supposed to give. And I'm on a need-to-know basis. There are certain things I've known that have come to pass, but God has, creator, whatever you're comfortable with, because again, I'm not going to press my ideologies on you. We're here to discover and explore. So even my own paradigms are not set. I change my mind almost daily about certain aspects of religion, religious dogma, spirituality. So we're allowed to do that. We're human beings, If you have more information or you learn more information, our minds should change. So as this being was trying to get information from me that I know is in there, but I'm not supposed to give, the house started shaking. And I got the sense that there was something above us. Now the house started shaking, and my recliner started rising up, right? Or it was just me, I'm not sure. But I went through the roof. The roof was it was more of a shadow, and I was more solid than it, and I kind of came up above the roof as it was shaking, and the ground split, and there came this giant chasm. And it was made known to me that this was to represent an earthquake and a divide in the home, a rift in the home, which was soon to follow after this dream. And these other beings were above me, and I saw these things happening below me, and then they fled. They were gone, and I was up above, and somebody above was doing something to me, and I was like, no, I don't want to leave my family. And they were upset about this, but they had to respect my free will. And again, I don't know if this was some type of rapture experience or how I would describe it, but I'm telling you because it's my personal high strangeness, and it's what started my journey into all of this. I had another dream that was very similar, but it did not last long because I was able to say the word no, and they fled. So your own consent is vital. You have to learn how to say the word no, and a lot of us were not taught that. We were taught to respect our elders, our teachers. We were told to, do what we can to help when we can. So a lot of us, especially females, we don't know that it's okay to say no. You have to learn to say no. Nancy Reagan told us, just say no, and she wasn't talking about drugs. We are told a lot in this realm, but it's in the wrong situations, so our situational awareness is off, and it's off-putting, as it should be. But we have to understand that these beings are outside of time, so they communicate with us in a variety of different ways and individually, so that only you will understand the message that is being sent at times. So I want to hear your experiences below. Tell me, has life gotten strange for you since about 2017? That eclipse, when that happened? I'm going to put up a video about that as well. We're going to cover a lot of ground here, and I'm very excited to be doing this in a new way, with a new voice, with more confidence, and more of an idea of how to interact with people online, even the trolls. So remember that I love you. We are blessed. We are beloved. But the one who made us, the ones who made us, the maker, the makers, mother, father, creator, creators, whatever you prefer, the ones who made us, because I don't think we made ourselves, the ones who made us gave us their DNA, if you will. We have dormant abilities. We're just not using them. Instead of communicating via our minds, we're using the telephone. The telephone is a physical manifestation of what we're already able to do spiritually. We just don't realize it, right? Because we've been so stuck in this materialism that we don't recognize how powerful we really are. And we're going to talk about that as well. So there's going to be a lot of videos being posted just so I can kind of catch up to the point where I was on the other channel. If you're interested, if you think other people can benefit from this type of sharing, please do share the channel and share your comments and experiences below. If you want the email for this channel, I will surely give it to you. If you're more interested in books and spirituality as well, or also, let me know below. Or if you want to sub to the other channel, it's BereanJen03. I love you guys. Stay blessed, and hopefully we will talk soon. Bye, guys.